if you're thinking about or even daydreaming about doing something different with your life, whether it's going back to culinary school, whether it's picking up that instrument you stopped playing a while ago, whether it's going and working as a barista in some tiny town off the grid, getting to know your customers day by day. That's life telling you to go in a different direction. But so often, we don't listen to life. We don't listen to this voice. We don't trust our voice. It's been so long, right? It seems like when we were kids, we knew how to. We acted purely on that childlike impulse or intuition, doing what we wanted on the spur of a moment, no consideration for right or wrong or where this would lead. Only that we followed that feeling to begin with. But as we grow older, go through school, start surrounding ourselves with the messaging of adults, of society, and all that, we start to lose touch with this voice. We start to shelve it in favor of, doing what makes sense, of what is right or what will lead us somewhere. But in following this logic, right? That's really what it is. You found yourself feeling like something's off all the same. And just as much as this logic got you here, it's why you struggle to let go. Why you struggle to listen to that voice, to make that decision, when deep down you already know that you want to, that you're meant to. I heard all the same things. I thought all the same things when I was in the same situation when I graduated from school, moved to New York City, started my prestigious job. From day one, was already questioning the path I was on. But I couldn't leave on day one, right? I stuck around. I stuck around because that's what I thought I should do. That'd be a bad look if I quit before the 1 year mark. And when I did think about leaving, it was always along the same sort of path I was already on. Still in finance, still a direction that made sense, right? It made sense, but it still felt off. is when I really sat with the feeling, I realized that it had nothing to do with, the company I was at or the jobs that I was thinking about switching into. It's about the direction of the path entirely. It was following what made sense, what my mind was telling me, what I was conditioned to believe by other people telling me throughout my life. It's a path that wasn't true to me. And that's where that off feeling came from. And it took months and months of having that feeling persist until I couldn't take it anymore, really. Until I made the decision to go this way instead. To listen to that voice. To put my trust, my faith in it, my trust and faith in life, and to see where it'd lead me. Just like when I was a kid. And in the years since, almost 2 years since I quit, I've ended up in places, even now, doing things, even now, I could have never imagined. I could have never foresaw, right? It was never about knowing where I was going or how I'd end up. Just that I followed that intuitive feeling, that instinct, that gut feeling, that inner voice, right? And it starts with that first in a while, decision. The feeling that you have right now of doing something different. You have the decision to honor it or not. To listen to that voice again. To put your trust and faith in life itself. And what I realize is that for many people, they hesitate to, because they haven't done so in a while, right? They're so used to living according to what makes sense, to what sounds right. That's what other people tell them, that they've forgotten what it means to live from faith, from not knowing. But once they make that first decision, everything else becomes second nature. Listening to that voice, putting your trust and faith in the uncertainty of life becomes second nature. Just as you did, just as you were when you were a kid. So right now, if you're at that sort of inflection point, you have that opportunity. By no means do you have to stay on this path you're on, despite what other people tell you, despite what you tell yourself. You can always begin again. You can always go in another direction. Life is asking you to. question becomes, will you listen?